let's go antique shopping. Had to upgrade to a buggy. We're gonna do today's haul from my couch. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm actually going and meeting up with a friend for a girls' day, but we're gonna go antique shopping, so I thought I would bring you along with me and maybe we can see what kind of items we can find to decorate the living room for our new living room makeover. Let's go antique shopping. Today we are shopping at the Tryon Antique Mall, which is a cute little antique mall that had a ton of different booths. The first booth that we went into had so many of these beautiful antique books, and I really wanted to take some home with me because, I mean, they'd be so pretty for styling. But unfortunately, at an antique mall, they're usually a little pricier, so I didn't take any home with me. This booth just had such a fun retro vibe, so we kind of just loved looking at it. I actually really love these little brass rings. I wasn't sure if they were supposed to be napkin rings or paperweights, but I just thought they could be really pretty for styling. And I also loved this like tiered taper centerpiece, so pretty. The stoneware vessel collection was so good. I wanted to take everything home, but it was just so pricey. And then you run across stuff like this. I love looking at antique malls for those like unique little functional details you can use in your home, like napkin rings and hardware and decanters and things like that. But how cute was this little hen photo? I just thought it was adorable. I fell in love with these marble bookends. I loved how moody they were and how stunning the color was. They just screamed like that Studio McGee, like moody library kind of vibe, and I loved them. It's kind of funny, as many brass candlesticks that I found, I don't know if I've ever found a copper one, so this one definitely got my attention even though I decided to leave it. Okay, we gotta talk about this creepy cat. My friend Caitlin walked by it and it started meowing. And so we were like, that's creepy. Does it have a motion sensor? I walked by it and it didn't. So I tried it again to see if it was like a timer. It wasn't. But enough of the creepy business. Back to fun stuff. I found this beautiful like cross-stitch pillow, but y'all did not like it. You liked this fabric a little more, which I kind of fell in love with because I've been looking at thrifting and sourcing some really cool fabrics, but these were just a little too pricey for me. Can we just take a moment for these claw feet on this beautiful antique stool? It even had like a swivel top on it, and I loved it. It was just a little too formal for my style. This table was gorgeous. I've seen so many people style these so beautifully, but I just don't have a place for it. And don't ask me why, but I just thought this cute little frame was just like adorable. Even like the little cub inside was just so cute. How amazing would these tiles be for some kind of DIY project? And I love that you can find super unique hardware. I almost brought home these drawer pulls, but the project I had in mind for them, the current hardware only has one hole, not two, and so it would be way too much work, so I left them. But I seriously am considering going back for the set of 4 antique table legs. Let me know if this is a weird idea or not, but I was thinking about grabbing this wool blanket and using it for fabric for pillows. I mean, how unique is this? This pillow was gorgeous and only $22, down-filled, and I fell in love. And then I saw it was sitting in this beautiful round sink. This had to be one of my favorite booths to look at. It was just so well put together. I loved the unique spout that was kind of on this ceramic vessel, but it was way out of my price range, even though I thought it was super cool. And I could make a whole montage of all of the really pretty stoneware vessels we found throughout the day, but most of them were too expensive for me. These carved wooden book holders were only $12, and for some reason, I left them. I have no idea why, and I totally regret it. This is probably my favorite stoneware jar that I have found yet. I loved the color, I loved the wear on it. It was just out of my price range, and I wished so badly it was a little cheaper so I could bring it home. This little terracotta pot is probably the closest that me and my friend have ever come to fighting over something that we have found, but look how cute this little sun was on the lid. I mean, it was just absolutely precious and only $12, but for some reason, neither of us wound up getting it, and I totally regret it now. I found another beautiful carved book holder, left that one too, but luckily I found this wooden cutting board and I definitely threw it in the cart immediately. I had to upgrade to a buggy. We started to get to the back of the store where there was beautiful furniture, but this cast iron cookbook holder caught my eye because it reminded me very much of one that me and my mom have found kind of recently. What I love about it is the little weights to hold the book open. Surprisingly, I found very few frames I wanted to take home, but this was definitely one of them. I used to have a brass tray almost identical to this, but I loved it in the copper with the black bottom. So cool. Okay, the piece that haunted me for the rest of the day because I did not take it home was this bowl. It's beautiful, and it was so pricey, which is why I left it, but I need it. Okay, rewatching this right now, I don't know why I did not buy this adorable little candlestick for $4. Like, it is so pretty. Again, if you need some gorgeous stoneware, go to an antique mall. It's sometimes kind of pricey, but they really are so beautiful, and there's always such a big selection. I saw this frame on my way out, otherwise I would have taken it home with me too. We're gonna do today's haul from my new couch. In case you missed it, I've already shared over on Instagram, but I thrifted my dream couch from Facebook Marketplace. I got this couch for $400, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted in this space. And then I just painted the feet black, and it's a perfect dupe for a $5,500 Serena and Lily couch, which is just wild to me. We're gonna do the haul from here because I'm obsessed with it. So today's haul is gonna be a little smaller than the ones that we're used to, just because it was from antique shopping. And if you've ever been antique shopping, you know the prices are a little higher than, say, your thrift store or your estate sales. So you kind of have to be pickier with the things that you decide to bring home. So that being said, it is a smaller haul, but it's still a good one. And I'm really excited about what I brought home. There's a few things that I've still just been like, can't stop thinking about. And I'm really torn about whether or not I should go back and see if they're still there or not. I don't know. The reason I left them is because of the price, and I don't know if my mind would change if I went back, but I just can't stop thinking about it. So let's get into what I did bring home from our little antique trip this past weekend. So the first one is this beautiful long cutting board. I love cutting boards. I thrift them pretty often, but the ones that I usually thrift are usually a little bit more normal in size. They're usually very, very, very worn. Usually have a lot of cut marks on it. Sometimes they have a lot of stains. So when I found this one, which was a wonderful tall shape, I love the angles, and I also love that it has like the rope where you could hang it if you wanted to. It's just, I love it. And what I loved even more was the fact that it was only $10. Most of the time, these cutting boards can be $40 if you're buying them new. So I loved this, and y'all did too. You definitely told me to bring this one home. Everyone was like, take it home, take it home. So I did. For $10, how could I not? I brought this home, and this will be good when we do finally move back into the kitchen like what I was planning originally. Obviously, a new couch kind of changed our plans a little bit. But this will be great for when we do move back into the kitchen, and so I went ahead and picked that up for $10. I don't know what to show you next. We'll go simple here. I picked up this cute little sugar dish. I loved the double handles. I loved like the ribbing or whatever kind of detail you want to call that, but I just thought that this was absolutely beautiful. You know, I've been on a glassware kick. I've been collecting it for a very special project. So if you're watching this in real time, in just a week or two, you're gonna know what my little secret project is. And I just loved the detail on it. I just thought it was so pretty. It has a really good weight to it. And I love the little double handles. So grabbed him. And then another one that you all agreed on that I should totally bring home was this pillow. It's down filled. The color on it is just stunning. I love the pattern. I love the colors. And I had just gotten a new couch when I went shopping. And so I was like, well, duh, that's coming home and it's going right here on my couch. So like, I needed it. I mean, it's the perfect colors. I believe it was $22, but I thought that that was an amazing price considering a lot of the time you pay $20 for the insert alone, and then you'll probably pay another $15 to $20 for the cover. And for a high quality cover, you could be paying upwards of $50. So $22 for the pillow cover and the insert was an amazing price. And I just fell in love with this pillow. And then probably my personal favorite find of the day, just because it was so unique and I immediately knew I wanted to use it for, were these drawer pulls. So these little knobs are absolutely stunning. They're like a stacked stone, beautiful neutral color, brass hardware. They have like this little sunburst detail that is just absolutely beautiful. I just knew they would absolutely be perfect for this living room makeover that we're getting ready to get started on. Let me show you what I have in mind. So this is our current coffee table. It's very orange, and ignore all of the stuff on it. But I'm actually thinking I'm going to try to reuse this coffee table with our new sofa setup. So my plan though is to paint the coffee table black. I think that this detail here will really stick out. I think that the really pretty shape and like the little bun feet will really go well with the feet on our sofa. And I think these knobs on black will be absolutely stunning. Can you just picture the three of these on here popping off of like a shiny glossy black finish? I mean, I just think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And so that's it for my little antique haul. Like I said, it's definitely a smaller one just because antique shopping is a little pricier, even though you can find some really incredible and unique things. My personal favorite from today has to be these antique knobs. They're just stunning. And I'm so excited to get to use them in this upcoming living room makeover, which is starting later this week. It's gonna be a huge transformation. And I'm sure you can already see part of it, but when I say this couch inspired a whole makeover, it inspired an entire makeover. So let me know what your personal favorite find from this past weekend was. I love hearing what your favorite is. I love seeing it when you come with me on Instagram for like the real-time hauls. It's just funny to see what things you would pick up that maybe I didn't, or what things that I pick up that you're like, no, leave it. I love seeing everyone's personality. So definitely let me know what your personal favorite was. And if you haven't already, subscribe so that way you don't miss out on this upcoming living room makeover. I have so many things planned and I am so excited to share this transformation with you. It's going to be, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, it's gonna be the most stunning makeover to date on the channel. Absolutely. And I'm so excited to bring it to you and to kind of share with you my process. So the first episode of that series is going to be coming this weekend. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Bye.